David Silverman. I'm on Asea's Medical Professionals Board, and I want to answer a common question I get with Asea, and a lot of people get this. And I had it 10 years ago when it was introduced to me, and I looked at it because my dad had a pretty serious issue, and I was looking into it for him. What's in it? What is this stuff that the ingredients say sodium chloride and water, right? Yes, this is made from pure sodium chloride, okay? Not Himalayan sea salt. It has to be sodium chloride for a reason. Because that's what your body makes it out of. Remember, what's in here is in your body. So the company has to make it from what your body makes it from, and from deionized water, which is very, very pure water. Because what you need to make this product to be identical to what's in you is 4 atoms: sodium, chloride, hydrogen, and oxygen. That's why it's so critical that they get pure salt, pure water. So what is it? It's not salt and water anymore. Sodium chloride is sodium and chloride. H2O is a couple hydrogens and an oxygen atom. But in your cells, and in the company's redox facility in Utah, in Pleasant Grove, Utah, the sodium chloride molecule is ripped apart. It's separated, and you have sodium and chloride charged, and the H2O molecules ripped apart. You have hydrogen and oxygen that are separate, they're charged, and they're recombined to make negatively charged reductants and positively charged oxidants, okay? They're no longer in the form of salt and water anymore, although they're suspended in saline here, but this is reductants and oxidants. Now, there are patents on this process because it was felt impossible to keep reductants and oxidants separate, because they want to go, they're so unstable, they want to go back to being salt and water, like trying to put hot and cold water in a bottle and have it stay separate. Impossible. It was thought to be impossible to do what these people did, what this team with Dr. Gary Samuelson, atomic medical physicist, did. They stay separate. Again, that's where the patents come in, but also where the trade secrets come in. So patents run out. This company is holding these trade secrets so tight because this is not reverse engineerable. Nobody can figure out how to do this. But trade secrets like Kentucky Fried Chicken, not a healthy choice, or Coca-Cola, not a healthy choice, patents ran out long ago, but they're trade secrets. So, and people say, oh, I don't believe it's just salt water. Well, take the gel version, put it on 10 people who have stiffness, who are hurting, put it on 3 times in 5 minutes, and in 10 minutes, ask them how they feel, and you realize it's not salt water. Or you can look at the genetic expression double-blind studies, or you can look up who Bioagilitics is. Bioagilitics is a company that pharmaceutical companies use to validate what they say is in their drug is in their drug. They don't do it because they want to. They do it because the FDA requires them to do it. Bioagilitics is the biggest one of all. Asea, the company, is not required to send their products to Bioagilitics because Asea is not a drug. It is not a pharmaceutical. Thank goodness it's not. And on the back of every bottle and every tube is certified by Bioagilitics that it's redox molecules in here. So while I won't probably ever really know which redox molecules are in here, what I do know is it is as safe as water. You can't be allergic to it. There's no lethal dose to it. None has ever been found. Every drug has a lethal dose, LD50. Look that up. They couldn't find one on this. And it doesn't interfere with anything else you're doing. So when my dad had an issue, I wanted to know what it was. I wanted to see double-blind studies on different health issues. But the fact is, all I really cared about, could it help my father? Potentially, right? Could it potentially help him? And could it hurt him? I love that it can't hurt. So again, some people want to know everything about it before they try it. I say, think about someone you love and just come to know that it's as safe as water, and just try it and see what happens. We need the world to know. You're going to know about it one day anyway. I hope this is helpful in better understanding what it is and what it isn't.